What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Gold Coin Mountain. I am Matt, and I am so glad you are here. So right now, at the time of filming this, I'm right at about 200 subscribers, which honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. I really do appreciate it. If this is your first time here, then I say welcome. If you're returning, then I say welcome back. But either way, no matter which category you fall into, if you like what I'm doing, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help me out. So earlier this year, I did two separate videos on two different products on using your Switch in handheld mode. And I mentioned in those videos that I'm kind of in the minority. I tend to play my Switch about 90% of the time docked and, only a little bit in handheld. And I think that's because I've never found something comfortable enough to use in handheld to change that. However, I think I may have found the holy grail of playing in handheld. Also, real quick, I will leave Amazon links to anything I mentioned down below in the description. The Nexigo Switch Controller comes in around $40 USD with slight variations in price depending on which colors you choose. I picked green and blue, which is the Animal Crossing Joy-Con colors, and here you can see putting them side by side. The colors are close, but I wouldn't say they're quite dead on. The Nexigo controller is an all-in-one piece, so no detachable Joy-Cons, and where the Switch screen slides in, it has a nice felt backing to it, so the plastic won't scratch the back of your Switch. The back is white, just like the Animal Crossing Joy-Cons, and the grips have a nice little texture to them so it won't slip out of your hands. When looking at the front, as you see, I have the right stick detached here. That's because you get 3 interchangeable sticks to choose from. One is caved in, just like the left stick, which is not interchangeable, by the way. It does not come off at all. One is raised if you're into that sort of thing on your controllers, and the last one is a little nub that kind of reminds me of a C-stick on a GameCube controller. I use the caved in one as the other two are just pretty meh to me. The sticks themselves actually feel great. They rotate nicely and are nice and big and feel similar to the Switch Pro controller. The D-pad to me also feels great and is a significant upgrade over the arrow buttons on the regular Joy-Con. Your home button and capture buttons are present and both work as they should. Same with the plus and minus. The face buttons are nice and big, and to me they are the perfect middle ground between too clicky and too mushy. Honestly, they just nailed these. They also nailed the front shoulder buttons, or L and R if you want to get technical. Not overly large, not small either, and just feel really nice. The back triggers, ZL and ZR, might be the weakest part of all the buttons. They're fairly large and pretty clicky, and just do not feel as good as the triggers on, say, the Hori SplitPad Pro or the Nintendo Pro controller. But I would not say that they're absolutely terrible. They're definitely plenty usable. The controllers come with a built-in 6-axis gyroscope for motion controls, and in my testing and playing, this works great and exactly how it should. It also comes with built-in vibration motors for rumble. It's definitely not HD rumble, and honestly, this is my main criticism of the controller here. The vibration is insane and intense. It is way too overpowered, and to my knowledge, there's no way to turn down the strength of it. Maybe it's just the actual one I received, I really have no idea. Let me know down in the comments if yours is as crazy as mine, or if it's a nicer, less harsh vibration. I'm not real sure if my mic will do this justice, but I just want to show you the difference in vibration between the Nexigo and the original Joy-Cons. If you're wondering or haven't figured it out already, this will not fit in the dock. The pass-through USB-C on the bottom works fine for cord charging while you play though. Also, the controller gets its power from the Switch, so you don't have to charge it separately, but it could potentially drain your battery quicker. Lastly, this is for the original Switch models, and I doubt it works for the Switch OLED, but I can't necessarily say that for sure because I don't have a Switch OLED, so there's that. My final thoughts are this. I've been using this thing a ton and I really like it, and it's definitely my go-to for playing in handheld now. The grips are nice and big and with an ergonomic design, and it doesn't feel extremely heavy while you're holding it, which is really nice. Like I mentioned before, the one knock is the intensity of the vibration, but that might not be a negative aspect for you. That could be your thing. To each their own. I would say this is best for people with average or above average size hands, which I happen to have. If your hands are smaller, you probably won't like this as much. It's fairly sizable. But overall, I would say definitely give this thing a shot. It's turned into my favorite way to play handheld, and it could potentially do the same for you. That's about all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.